Well, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are going to be doing our video on Ishta Deva, and what is Ishta Deva and what exactly is it used for, and also we're going to discuss some other parts of Ishta Deva that not too many people know about. And as always, if you want to know more about Vedic astrology or astrology itself, conjunction aspects, for that check out the links here where my books are, including your full astrological report and the option 6 where I actually tell you all your planetary placements, so you don't need to complicate yourself if you're new to astrology. So check out the links here for that. Now, Ishta Deva, many of you have kept emailing me repetitively, hey, can you do a video on Ishta Deva? What is Ishta Deva? So today I'm going to do that. Okay, Ishta Deva simply means God of your soul. Ishta means soul. Deva means God. God that will lead your soul to enlightenment. God that will lead your soul to moksha, the final placement of the soul, so you don't have to come back to this three-dimensional world and suffer and experience all these different emotions. You'll just be in peace. And the way you find it is through Jaimini concept, which is the concept of Karakamsha. You have to find the planet with the highest degree in your horoscope, excluding Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Rahu, and Ketu. The only planets you're going to use are the major 7 planets, which is Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You're going to look at the planet with the highest degree in your horoscope, okay? And this planet, you're going to look at that in your divisional charts called the Mancha chart, the D9 chart, that shows the meat of all your planets, the heart of your planets, how strong they are. You're going to look at the placement of that planet in the Mancha chart, and then you're going to look the 12th place from itself. And 12th from that planet in the Mancha chart, if there's a planet sitting there, that planet and the god related to that becomes your Ishta Deva. If there are 2 planets or 3 planets sitting 12th from your Atmakarka and Nemansha, then you're going to look at the strongest of those 3 or 2, whichever one, and that one strongest planet and the god related to that will become your Ishta Deva. If there's no planet 12th from your Atmakarka, which becomes Karakamsha pretty much, 12th from itself, if there's no planet in there, but there's some planet aspecting that house, the 12th house from your Atmakarka and Nemansha, then that particular planet and the god related to that will become your Ishta Deva. And if there are multiple aspects, look at the strongest aspect of all, okay? And this is obviously the Shadbala concept, that video that I've already made on. Then if there's no aspect or planet sitting in there, then you look at the lord of that sign that's in the 12th from your Karakamsha. That becomes your Ishta Deva, and a planet related to that will guide you to your moksha. Okay, so that's the main concept. Like if let's say 12th from, let's say your sun has the highest degree, and sun is sitting in the sign of Leo in your Namansha chart. 12th from Leo is Cancer. And let's say if Jupiter and Mars are both sitting there, which one is the strongest one? Well, Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in Mars. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, while Mars is debilitated in Cancer. So Jupiter becomes the stronger of the 2. Let's say if Mercury and Mars were sitting in Cancer, 12th from itself, which one would become stronger? Well, in that case, one is considering the sign of Cancer the enemy, one is considering the sign of Cancer as at its debilitation point. But because one is debilitated, then you would use the Mercury sign because it's not debilitated, it's neutral in there, ultimately, even though it's not its friend. So you got to look at these things, and you got to know that Shadbala concept by judging the first. And so it becomes kind of complicated. This is why I don't even use this Ishta Deva concept, but since you guys want to know, I will, that's why I'm doing it. And each of these planets are related to certain gods. Like Sun is related to Vishnu, I believe. Moon is related to Krishna. Mercury is, I think, related to Saraswati or Vishnu, and Mars is related to Hanuman. Obviously, Jupiter is related to Vishnu. Saturn is related to Shiva, I believe, or Shiva. Somebody. See, I haven't paid attention to these things in a long time. Even though I ran into astrologers who knew about this, including some of the details I learned from my uncle. But the thing is, here's the thing that I learned actually. Once you know your Ishta Deva, let's say Vishnu and Sun is your Ishta Deva and the Ishta Deva planet. The way to go to moksha through this planet is to do their mantras at least 10,000 times a day, every day. till you find enlightenment, till your Kundalini awakens and gives you enlightenment. So in this mundane real world, when you guys are, looking for your career advancements and paying your bills, who has the time to do this 10,000 times a day? This is why for me, it's not practical to even talk about Ishta Deva. It's for people who follow the spiritual path, who become monks, who becomes these, spiritual people living in a monastery, to really understand Ishta Deva, so they can, because they have nothing but time. They can do these things, okay? Now, one thing that people don't realize is the concept of different aspects of Ishta Deva. It's not just the moksha, which is 12th. There's 4 pillars to Vedas. Moksha, karma, dharma, artha. Okay, so there's four pillars. That means 12th from itself, you're finding your moksha. But if you look 9th from your karakamsha in Nemansha, or the Atmakarka in Nemansha, 9th from itself, that becomes the dharma. And then 10th from itself becomes karma. And then 7th from itself, or 3rd or 11th from itself becomes kama. And 2nd and 6th also, they become artha. So there's so many concepts to finding your, self through these planets. But the thing is, it makes astrology far more complicated for most of you guys. Because even for me to use your 10th lord or 2nd lord for career, and then the nakshatra, and then I go to the Gemini and then look at your Atmakarka and Namatyakarka, and then I'm gonna go and look at your Ishta Deva. It's like it becomes a goulash of things. Stick to the basic stuff that people have been predicting from, I have been predicting from, as you see from my career consultation, how I do it. I'm not using Ishta Deva thing, but the reason why I'm doing it is because just so you guys know, just so you guys able to know what this Ishta Deva is and how important it is. It's very important if you're following the path of enlightenment. It may not be so important if you're looking for your next promotion. Okay, so that's something you guys have to realize. But I just wanted to also make this video to tell you that you guys are some of you guys are like, I need to find my Ishta Deva. I need to, I'm really suffering in life. I need to get my, life straightened out. And I'm like, you don't need a particular god or deity to guide you to that. I always said to connect to the source energy. Pour milk on a shivling. Shivling is not a god. Shivling is a portal to connect to the source energy. These are some of the secrets that I've learned and have worked for me, changed my life. And this is what I advise to you. Whenever I advise remedies, that's it. There's no gemstone remedy. There's no burying something in the ground remedy. There's no flowing something in a water remedy. These are useless. I don't do them. And neither even mantras. People have to do mantras 1,000 or 10,000 times a day in order to even planetary mantra to be activated. Now nobody's going to do it. Even if I advise you, you're not going to do it. So the best thing I suggest is go pour milk on a shivling, and you will save your soul through that, because you're connecting. If there any way besides even shivling, you can connect to the source energy, which doesn't care about all these deities, because they are just simply avatars of the main source energy. You will find your moksha, you will find your happiness, you will find your riches. So guys, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And again, if you want to know where your planetary placements are, your Ishta Deva, your Gemini astrology, and all the details of astrology, you can get that from the website where all my books are, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including your full astrological report, and option 6, where I can help you with your entire report to, if you're new to astrology and want to know your planetary placement. Otherwise, we'll see you either tonight or tomorrow with my weekly Q&A. So make sure you comment here on this video, and I will pick some of those comments. Okay, bye bye.